You've humiliated me!
What are you talking about now?
When I was on my way to my part-time job just a bit ago, that old bat next door made fun of me.
What did she say?
She was saying how nice it must be for me, having a wife who can take care of all the bills, as well as the housework, and how that must be every man's dream. She was definitely making fun of me.
Isn't that just the truth, though? What are you getting so worked up about?
She was obviously just trying to tell me how useless I am. Of course that's gonna make me mad.
If you're that embarrassed by people saying stuff like that, how about at least trying to find a job? How long has it been now? Since your dad fired you from his company?
Only about 5 months.
Only, he says. Isn't 5 months enough time to start thinking about finding a new job?
Get off my back. I have a part-time job, don't I? Isn't that good enough?
No. You're really not bringing in even half the money we need to get by. I never agreed to just keep supporting the both of us. If you want to keep acting so proud, at least share the burden with me.
Like I said, give me a break. And watch how you speak to me.
We just bought a house last year, remember? We have to keep up with mortgage payments too, right? So can you drop the whole alpha male act and actually start trying to contribute?
Hey! Are you forgetting how my dad paid for almost half the house?
No, I'm not forgetting. But we still took out a loan for the other half, right? We have to pay that back.
That's less than $250,000. You should be grateful.
I am grateful. To your father, that is.
What about me?
What should I be grateful to you for? Your dad's the one who paid, isn't he?
Yeah, because I'm his eldest son. So you still owe it to me. You're benefiting from being married to the son of such a huge company's CEO. It's thanks to me we got half our house paid for. So show some more gratitude towards me, will you?
Sure.
Anyway, stop making it so obvious to our neighbors, will you?
Stop making what so obvious? That I'm the one working full-time?
Yeah, stop making so much noise when you come back so late in your suit. Looking so smug. Just stop showing off to the neighbors. You're humiliating me.
I'm not looking smug or showing off or anything. Will you grow up? I have to work late to keep a roof over our heads, as well as taking care of all the housework, since you're refusing to do that, too.
Well, then just stop talking to our neighbors. They don't need to know everything about our lives, do they?
What do you want me to do? Just ignore them if they talk to me? It's impossible to live around other people like that. You should try harder to get along with them, too.
Like hell I will. Just stop the gossiping.
Gossiping? We aren't gossiping. We just make small talk. That's all. I'm not gonna lie about my life. You're already 43 years old, but you sound like a child. It's quite pathetic, to be honest.
Because of that old woman, I couldn't even go to my part-time job today.
What? You took the day off?
Yeah. She really made me feel bad, so I don't feel like going to work anymore.
Wow. Don't you feel bad? Your wife's been working since morning, but you can just take the day off since you feel bad. Don't you see the irony here? You're kinda just proving her right, you know.
Don't you start looking down on me too now. Don't forget how it was me paying all the bills before I got fired.
Start bringing in enough money to contribute again and I'll shut up.
You really need to fix that attitude of yours.
I'm not the one refusing to go to even a part-time job because I feel bad.
Why, you little... You'll regret talking to me like this.
If that means you'll pull yourself together, then I really hope you're right. My name is June. I'm a 41-year-old office worker. The guy I was just messaging is my 43-year-old husband, Kane. We met 7 years ago at a mutual friend's party, and we got married after dating for a while. When I first met him, he was a really nice guy, and he was working at a pretty big company owned by his father. I expected him to be a little spoiled since he was so privileged, But he didn't come across like that at all. He was always so down to earth and seemed like a really honest and hardworking guy. But ever since we've been married, I have slowly gotten to know the real him. He's actually a really selfish and lazy guy, just as I originally feared he might be. And he was actually fired from his dad's company because of how much he slacked off. He seemed to think he could get away with hardly ever working and just bossing people around, since his dad owned the company. Ever since he was fired, he's refused to find another full-time job. He's just been working part-time at a convenience store, making minimum wage. So these days, even though he isn't even trying to find another job, he's as proud as ever. He's constantly talking down to me. We don't have kids of our own or anything. And we don't really have a good marriage, obviously. So, you must be wondering why I haven't divorced him yet. And I was thinking about that, naturally. But just when I was seriously thinking about asking for a divorce, he did something which really took me by surprise.
I want a divorce.
What? You want a divorce?
Being with someone like you is causing me nothing but stress.
Is this really something to talk about via text?
I don't want to see you again, so don't come back to this house either. Got it?
Splitting up is fine by me, but what are we doing about the mortgage? You know, I've been making the payments on my own until now.
Big deal. You paid a little off like once a month. Don't get ahead of yourself.
A little? I'm the only one who's been paying it at all, you know.
I'll just take over and make the payments every month from now on. So just go find somewhere else to live. We are over.
You seem really worked up right now. Shall we just talk about this when I get home from work?
No way. I'm changing the locks today anyway. So you won't be getting home to this house ever again. Ha!
Can you not get so carried away? All of my things are still in that house.
I've mailed all your stuff to your parents' house. And I included divorce papers. So just sign them and send them back, okay?
You did what? You packed up all of my things?
Yeah. What's the big deal? All of the furniture and appliances are mine anyway. Since I bought them with my own money back when I was working for my dad. So there wasn't much to send.
That's not how divorce works. We need to split up all of our joint property fairly. With lawyers present, ideally.
Like I care. We only got this house because of me in the first place. You don't have any right to complain. None of the stuff in this house belongs to you.
I'm not complaining. I'm just trying to explain how this works.
I'm taking our savings account too, by the way.
What? You've taken all of our money too?
Yeah, I've already transferred all of the money to my own account.
You definitely have no right to do that. What are you thinking?
Why don't I? A lot of it's from when I was working. And you owe me however much you put in for all the emotional distress you've caused me. Oh, speaking of how much you owe me, I took the money from your savings too.
You did what? How did you get into my account?
I took your bank card from your purse yesterday.
How did you know my PIN number?
You remember when we paid the deposit for the house? We used the money from your savings account, remember?
Because you had no savings.
Yeah, thanks for that, by the way. Anyway, I saw your PIN number from behind your back at that time.
You know this is a really serious crime, right? You just admitted to robbing me?
We're married. What's wrong with a husband knowing his wife's PIN number? Don't exaggerate and call it robbery. At best, it's just a civil dispute. For all the courts know, you just paid me back for something.
There's no way you believe that. No one would believe I just transferred all my savings to you just before we got a divorce. You've clearly just robbed me.
Don't worry, I put your bank card in with your stuff. It's all on its way to your parents' house.
That isn't what I'm worried about. This is definitely just theft. You can't really deny that.
It's because of me providing for us until I got fired that you were able to live comfortably enough to save up. Don't go acting like a victim just because I'm taking back what's rightfully mine.
You're insane. That still doesn't mean you can just take my savings. What on earth were you thinking?
What's mine is mine, and what's yours is also mine.
Wow. I didn't think I'd ever hear something so bizarre in real life. You sound like a villain from a kid's show.
I'm just telling you how it is.
Don't think you'll get away with this.
Don't be such a sore loser. It's not a good look. Anyway, goodbye forever.
The divorce paperwork's all done.
Took you long enough. It's been 2 months already. What took you so long? Was it really that complicated for you?
Work's been pretty busy for me lately. I didn't have time to talk to my lawyers. I ended up using a paid vacation to get it all done today. So show a little gratitude, will you?
Ugh, I forgot how condescending you could be. Well, whatever. I guess from now on I'm finally free. I can finally start living as a bachelor again.
Don't get too excited. I might as well let you know directly before your lawyer does.
Let me know. Don't tell me you're gonna beg me to take you back.
Like hell I would. You'll need to start paying back $3,000 a month from next month.
What are you talking about? $3,000?
Yep, the mortgage.
That's only $1,500 a month, right?
Nope, it's $3,000 a month.
Like hell it is.
If you don't believe me, go check the contract yourself. It should be in a drawer somewhere in the house.
I have to pay $3,000 a month for 5 years? That's not what I agreed to. I thought the mortgage could be paid off in like 40 years. Isn't that what we signed on?
In 40 years? So when we're 83 and 81 years old? Weren't you even paying attention when we took it out? The bank explained that obviously wasn't possible, especially with our credit scores.
Is that what the bank said?
If we did somehow manage to convince them to stretch it out that long, the interest would take just as long to pay off. We would have ended up paying so much more. We talked about this when we took the loan out. Don't you remember? We decided to just pay it off as soon as possible since it'd be cheaper.
I don't remember discussing this.
You assumed you'd be paying $1,500 a month for 40 years to pay off $720,000, right?
Well, that's how much we borrowed, so of course I did.
If you include interest, we'd owe over $1 million after 40 years.
We'd owe that much?
That's why it really isn't worth paying off so little every month. You'd end up paying almost double altogether.
You can't be serious.
None of this should come as a surprise to you. We talked about it all before we went through with buying the house. I know you aren't the best listener, but I'm still pretty surprised you didn't retain any of this information.
It was a lot of information.
Come to think of it, you were just playing with your phone while I was trying to discuss it with you, right? Do you remember that, at least?
Enough about the past. How am I supposed to pay that much each month?
I was somehow managing, even on my own.
Hey, you aren't even making as much as you used to. Don't start acting all high and mighty again.
I was actually earning quite a lot. I made over $200,000 a year.
What? You never told me that.
How was I supposed to tell you? Your pride was always out of control. There's no way you'd react well if I told you I was making more than you ever did.
You must be lying. You're just working in R&D. How could you be making that much? That's almost double what I made in a management role at my dad's company.
I'm the CFO now.
You're the CFO? That can't be. When were you promoted?
About 2 years ago. You never even asked me about my job.
I don't understand. This doesn't make any sense.
And I've been making money on the side, too. I've always liked drawing, so that's been bringing money in, too.
What? How has that made any money?
I've been posting my art online for a while, and the number of commissions I've received has been getting higher and higher. I think I've made like $1,000 or $2,000 a month with that.
How much?
That's why the mortgage payments weren't too big of a problem for me.
I'm so confused. This can't be happening.
Anyway, it's your problem now. So good luck paying it off.
I'm selling the house.
Do you think you can pay off the mortgage by selling the house?
I'm looking it up online right now. It seems like that's possible. If I just sell it, I don't need to pay such a ridiculous amount back each month. I'm just gonna go live with my parents for a while.
I wonder if it'll be that easy.
My parents' house is huge. I wouldn't mind staying there for a while.
It might have been refurbished, but the house is still pretty old. And the area's gotten pretty bad in the last few years. I don't know if it'll sell that easily.
You never know. There are a lot of people buying houses, right? Someone's bound to take it. Someone like us who just likes old buildings.
I know you probably don't remember this either, but the real estate agents also told us how the house was on the market for years before we came along.
But we did come along, didn't we? There's no guarantee it's gonna take that long again. As long as it gets sold, it's fine, right?
You do know you're gonna have to keep paying the mortgage until someone buys it.
What? I do?
Isn't that obvious? How ignorant can you be? It's all in the contract. You have to keep making monthly payments.
I'm supposed to pay that much every month. How the hell am I supposed to do that? I was just fired from my part-time job today, too.
You were fired? What on earth did you do to get fired from a part-time job at a convenience store?
Some high school girl working there accused me of stalking her.
What the hell? You're disgusting. Just when I think you can't possibly stoop any lower as a human being.
I'm not disgusting. I was just trying to get along with my coworkers and make friends. I never meant to scare her or anything.
But you were fired over it, right? What on earth did you do to scare her enough to get you fired?
Nothing. I was just messaging her. And I asked her if she wanted to go home when we were working the same shift. Oh, and maybe I asked her out on a date once. That's all.
You're twice her age. What the hell were you thinking?
A lot of younger girls go for older guys. What's wrong with that?
You're a married old man working a minimum wage part-time job. I don't think there are many girls who would appreciate your advances.
Don't be so cruel. If you're mad about me cheating on you, I had no intentions to do that. I was planning on trying to ask her out after our divorce.
Like she would have gone out with you anyway. Did you do any other weird stuff? Like going to her house or following her around?
I didn't do anything weird. I might have gone to her house when she didn't reply to my messages.
OMG. You are so gross. How have the police not taken you away already?
Hey, don't overreact like that.
What on earth was I thinking, marrying a creep like you? Better late than never, I suppose. I'm glad we're finally getting a divorce.
Ugh. What am I gonna do about the mortgage? I don't even have the money I took from you anymore.
How did you spend it all already? There was over $50,000 in there.
I bought a car.
Why?
I needed one. The car I'd been using until now was yours, right? You took it with you. So I had to buy one.
Idiot.
Shut up.
You know you have to pay that back to me.
Why should I? We should at least split all of our savings.
That's not happening. A lot of that money was from before I met you anyway.
So what?
I spoke to my lawyer. Premarital property isn't included in the property divisions we'll go through in the divorce. So, like I said, you simply robbed me.
What?
Yep. In the eyes of the law, you're simply a thief. If you don't pay me back, I can just have you arrested.
Give me a break, will you? That would give me a criminal record. There's no way I'll be able to get a job with that. You expect me to pay you back on top of the mortgage? Aren't you asking a bit much?
You got yourself into this mess. I'm not asking for anything unreasonable. I just want my own money back. If you want someone to blame, go look in a mirror.
I can't believe I'm gonna have to ask my dad for help.
Are you sure you have that option?
What do you mean by that? Why wouldn't I?
I've told him everything. About how you stole from me.
You told my dad about this?
Of course I did.
How dare you! You have no right to talk to my dad! After hearing your biased story, he's gonna think I'm the bad guy.
You are the bad guy. There isn't really any other way to see this. What are you talking about?
But it's my money too.
You're a thief. Your dad told me to tell you he never wants to hear from you again. He said he doesn't care if you crawl back to him homeless. He wants nothing to do with you. He's not paying off the mortgage, and he's not helping you pay me back either. That's what he told me to tell you.
You can't be serious. He won't even let me stay in his house. I thought I was finally free. I was gonna start my new life, move a young woman into my house. I was so excited.
You're as gross as you are delusional. I'm so glad I won't have to ever see you again.
How about we just forget about all of this? How about me and you give it another shot?
Wow. You must be brain dead as well as gross and delusional.
If you tell my dad we worked all of this out, he might even let me work at his company again. We can pay off the mortgage together, and I'll do my best to build your savings back up. Just give me another chance.
I think I'll have to pass. I'll be just fine without you. More than just fine, actually. I'll be much better off not supporting your dead weight.
Don't say that.
My lawyers will be in touch to talk about how much you owe me. So there's no real need for us to be in touch anymore. So goodbye. Kane tried to get out of paying me back for a while. So I had to get my lawyers to make him understand how easily he'll be sent to jail if I filed a police report. That seemed to scare him enough to sell his car. He could obviously only sell it for a fraction of the price he got it for, so he had to take out another loan to pay me back. And since his credit score was too bad to take out another loan from a bank, he ended up getting a loan from some pretty dodgy people he met at a bowling alley. And since he couldn't pay them back as fast as they wanted, they took pretty much everything he owned. His furniture, his TV, his kitchen appliances, everything. And after all of that, I heard he was harassing the high school girl to let him stay with her, since his apartment was empty. Which ended up with a restraining order being placed on him, which meant he had to vacate his apartment, since it was too close to hers. He couldn't afford a down payment on a new place, and his parents wouldn't take him in, so he's been on the streets ever since. I hope he gets his life back together, but I'm glad he's not my problem anymore. That's for sure. Thanks for watching until the end. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe for more videos. See you next time!
Hey, Dylan, your daughter is here in the lobby.
What? Haley's here? In Reno? Are you sure?
Of course, geez, you show me enough photos of her. I think I'd know your daughter if I saw her.
Huh? Is her mother with her?
Nope, she's here on her own. She says she needs your help. That's why she's come all the way by herself.
Sorry, it's been a long day. Am I reading this right? My daughter is here?
Yes.
She's only 8. What the hell is she doing here?
I know. I'm as surprised as you. Well, maybe not as surprised as you, but pretty surprised. Her clothes are ripped and her hair is a mess. She says she's gonna stay here until you get back.
I don't believe it. Can you let her have your phone?
Yeah, hang on a sec.
Dad?
Oh God, Haley, are you at the hotel? Or rather, why are you at the hotel? What happened?
Yes, it's bad. Mona's disappeared.
What do you mean?
Yeah, she went out 3 days ago and hasn't come back. She gave me $100 for food and said see you in a bit. That was 3 days ago. I didn't know what to do. You always leave the address of the hotel you'll be at, so I came here. I hope that's okay. You're not angry, are you?
Of course I'm not angry. Why did she go out?
I don't know, but I don't have any clean clothes. I don't know how to use the washing machine.
Well, you're here now. I'm glad that you're safe. Just hang tight with the nice lady and I'll be there soon. Her name is Kate. I work with her, so you can trust her.
Dad, I'm sorry.
For what? What else is there?
I didn't go to school. The teachers will be angry.
That's fine. Don't worry about that. I'll call the school. Have you eaten?
Yeah, I had sandwiches from the 24-hour shop. The man there gave me a bottle of orange juice for free.
Okay, let's go have something nice to eat when I get there. There is a pizza place down the road from the hotel. Are you hungry?
Yep.
Sorry you had to fend for yourself for 3 days.
I'm glad I made it here. Are you nearly here?
I'm on my way. It won't be much longer. Hey, why didn't you call me?
I couldn't.
Why not?
All the numbers in my phone disappeared.
You mean your phone is broken?
No, I'm not sure, but maybe Mommy erased them all? I don't know.
You think?
Why else would they all be gone?
You and I are gonna have a good-looking talk tonight.
Where are you? Are you nearly here?
Almost. Just 3 or 4 more traffic lights, and I'll get there in about 10 minutes, okay?
Goody. I want to have a bath.
Sure, then let's go for dinner, okay?
Dylan, it's Kate again.
Thanks, Kate. I really appreciate this. I'll be there soon.
And don't worry about the Reno project. The rest of us can take it from here.
What do you mean?
Well, you should head back to Los Angeles with Haley and figure out what's going on, right? I don't mean to pry, but...
And yeah, thanks. I'm in front of the hotel now. I made it to the hotel and found Haley waiting for me. She was worse than Kate had described. She looked like she had crawled the whole way to Reno through blackberries and mud. She burst into tears when she saw me. I guess I had been too caught up in work to notice what was going on at home. Let me fill in some holes in the story. I'm 39 and I work for an advertising company in California. Recently, most of our work is digital, and we've been outsourcing quite a lot to other small companies. But I landed a big contract for billboards along the highway in large stretches from California into Nevada. It's a lot of work organizing the crew, so a small team and I, Kate included, have been based out of a hotel in Reno for the last couple of months. I really didn't want to have to leave Haley, but this job was too much of an opportunity to pass up. Then suddenly, she's here at my hotel, looking like she's been through hell to get here. So I left the project with the deputy manager Kate and Haley, and I drove straight back to LA. I needed to start making arrangements so that this type of thing could never happen again. Above all else, I needed to protect my daughter. Put Haley on the phone. I want to hear her voice.
Can't do that. She's not here.
Well, she's not in bed yet, Shirley. Just put her on. 3 minutes and I'll say goodnight. Go get her.
I can't. She went to the convenience store on the corner and didn't come back.
What? What do you mean she didn't come back? Well, where is she? When did she go?
I don't know. About 20 minutes ago, I guess. I was watching American Talent. It's the semi-final, so I couldn't miss it. I sent her out for cigarettes and she's still out.
You sent her out alone at this time of night? Call the police!
Nah, I can't do that.
Why the hell not? She might have gotten mixed up in some sort of trouble. There are loads of maniacs out there. They still haven't caught the guy who shot up that elementary school 2 days ago. Or the guy who shot up the other elementary school the day before that. And the guy who shot all those people at the mall on Sunday is still on the loose. If you aren't gonna call the police, I will.
Hang on. Let's just calm down a bit, okay? Level heads are what's called for here. Take a deep breath.
How the hell can you tell me to calm down, huh? Is this some sort of joke? Are you messing with me? Just put her on the phone. Damn it, Karen.
I'm not making it up. It's just that panicking isn't going to help the situation. We need to be calm before we contact the police. They don't like it when you scream hysterically at them down the phone. Trust me, I know. It doesn't get you anywhere.
Okay, What's Haley been like recently? Has she been acting strange? Has she said anything? She's been going to school, right?
Why are you asking that?
Has she made any new friends? Maybe she's gone to their house. We should call their parents.
No, nothing like that. She's the same as she always is. We don't talk that much. She's just been doing her thing. She goes to school, comes home, does her homework, then watches TV. That's about it.
I called the school today. They said that she'd gone home with a fever 2 days ago and hadn't been back since.
What have you been doing? Snooping around, huh?
I'm not around recently to see what's been happening. I'm worried about her. What's wrong with that?
You should just ask me. Don't go nosing into everything, calling the school. The teachers are busy enough without you causing trouble.
Causing trouble? I'm her father, damn it. I have a right to know what is going on. If she's been home from school for 2 days, I want to know about it, alright? I'm in Nevada, not Nigeria. You can always text me to tell me what's up. Probably even if I am in Nigeria, but you know what I mean.
Leave it alone, will ya? She was a little under the weather the other day, so she stayed home. A few days away from school ain't gonna kill her. She's a smart kid. She's already ahead of most of the other kids in her class. Anyway, it's got nothing to do with the situation right now.
It does. I've heard everything from Haley. She told me all about what's been happening.
What do you mean?
You really don't even know, do you?
No, what? What are you talking about?
She turned up in Reno, at my hotel. That's why she was away from school. Are you still gonna tell me there's nothing wrong?
She did what?
Yeah, and when the school called, you fobbed them off with some crap about a fever.
What are you saying?
You know exactly what I'm saying. You gave her $100 and then went out. How could you do such a thing? She's only 8. She must have been terrified when she realized you weren't coming back.
What the? I wouldn't do something like that.
I heard it directly from her.
Oh, for God's sake, you know what she's like. She's exaggerating. Again? You don't believe her, do you? Do you seriously think I would give her $100 and leave her alone for days?
I've seen you do that kind of thing before. The kitchen was full of TV dinner trash and files. I know what you're capable of.
Aren't you supposed to be in Reno?
I was. When Haley showed up, I fed and bathed her and we drove straight back here.
Now who's joking? She can't have gone all the way to Reno. She doesn't know the address.
She used the geotag on the photo I sent. She's a resourceful kid.
What?
Yeah, and she told me she paid for the trip here using her savings. She's a smart cookie.
Oh, rubbish. She's making that all up. And you fell for it hook, line, and sinker. She's always making up nonsense. This is just another one of her fantasies. What a wild imagination. Anyway, you should be out looking for her, not chatting away to me, shouldn't you?
She said that she used the money you gave her along with her savings to get to Reno. She told me the whole story. Why would she lie about something like that? Her tears were real, I thought.
And you believed it. You're a sucker, aren't you?
Yes, I trust her over you most of the time.
You're an idiot! I'll tell you this for free. Kids lie. They spend a lot of their time in dreamland, and Haley especially often can't tell the real world from the one in her head. Don't be so easily fooled next time.
So what have you been doing this week?
Same as I do every week.
So why is the kitchen in such a filthy state? It's as if you haven't been there. Or you've been lying drunk on the floor for a week? Have you been going to meetings? Have you spoken to your sponsor?
I've been busy. And yes, not that it's any of your business, I went to a face-to-face meeting at the church on Sunday and have been talking to my sponsor online. She's in Barbados at the moment.
So you were home? You didn't say that you were going to the convenience store, then disappear for days? Haley says that you didn't come back for 3 days, so she left to find me.
That's not exactly what happened.
Then what? How could you leave your 8-year-old daughter all alone? What were you doing?
Will you stop all this nagging? I've had enough. All right, okay, that's it. Let's get a divorce. I'm sick of having you on my back all the time.
Answer the question.
Okay, I was out on a date with a great new guy. Okay? Happy? Satisfied now?
So you left your daughter alone to go off cheating on your husband. How can you call yourself a mother? You're not fit to look after her.
Oh, and you are such a great father, aren't you? Just brimming with confidence, huh?
What's that supposed to mean?
Are you familiar with how a cuckoo raises its chicks?
Yeah, it lays its eggs in the nest of another bird, and then that bird raises the cuckoo as its own. Everyone knows that.
Oh, so you know all about it. Okay, Professor Bird.
What the hell are you getting at? Is there something you aren't telling me? Lately, I feel like I don't even know you.
You don't notice anything, do you? Stupid to go with ugly. You really are an idiot, aren't you?
You'd better start talking sense. Hurry up, Karen. Enough of your games. Just tell me.
I'll say this so even someone like you can understand it. Haley isn't your kid, okay? Oh, it feels good to finally get that off my chest.
What?
That's right, sucker. She's not yours. Her real father's name is Michael Lawson.
You're lying.
I'm not. I've had a paternity test done on Haley and her real father, and on you. Do you want to see it? I'll send you a photo, shall I? Here you are.
Oh, hey, that's the family folder. Haley will see it.
She'll find out if she reads this conversation anyway.
Even if you were planning on telling her, to find out like this?
I was hoping to keep this a secret forever. There was never any need for you or Haley to know, but you forced me into it.
You've cheated on me for 8 years and my daughter isn't even mine? She's all I have. She's the reason I get up in the morning.
How does it make you feel, huh? You pathetic sack of crap. Always acting like you're in charge, you're the boss. How do you feel now, huh? You've been raising someone else's kid, ha!
I don't know what to say. How could you do this to me? What did I do wrong? I've always worked hard, provided for you both. What did I do to deserve this?
It's not a matter of what you did or didn't do. I just don't like your body or your face. It's a physical thing. But you were kind and made good money, so as a husband, you ticked all the right boxes.
But if you weren't attracted to me, surely there were loads of other guys.
Hey, Professor, what part of the cuckoo story don't you get? You just finished telling me all about the parenting habits of the cuckoo and now you're forgetting? That's what the mother bird does. She finds a suitable nest to lay her egg in and has the clueless mother or father, in this case, raise her baby for her. You are happy, totally ignorant to the fact that Haley and you aren't genetically connected.
You are a monster.
It's good mothering. I had a child with a gorgeous guy. Haven't you noticed that Haley looks nothing like you? I needed to mate with a beautiful guy to make sure my kid would be beautiful. But he would have been no good as a father. Too much risk involved with a guy that good looking. Better to just have him father the baby than find someone like you. Ugly, low risk of cheating, and a good salary to support me and my baby. Perfect. You've got to admit, my timing was perfect, right? 9 months after I met you, we had Haley.
So you had already chosen me before you got pregnant with the other guy? Is that what you're saying? It was all part of your plan?
Exactly. You finally started to put 2 and 2 together, so I fessed up and told you.
Who does that kind of thing? You are pure evil.
Not in the slightest. Can't you see what a genius idea it is? The kid is the best of both worlds. Beautiful father and mother make beautiful child, then ugly, safe father raises the child. The other guy could never have provided Haley with the education you have. Once his looks fade, he'll be bussing tables or flipping burgers somewhere. No, I could never have stayed with him. It's a win-win situation. You get a beautiful wife and daughter, and we get a nice house and enough money to live comfortably.
You've lied to me for 8 years. How am I winning?
What are you complaining about? This is how smart girls plan their lives these days. It's the best way for everyone.
Okay, even if any of what you're saying made sense, why would you tell me? Maybe I'm stupid, but it never crossed my mind that Haley wasn't my child. She speaks like me and has the same sense of humor. Nurture over nature, huh?
Yeah, you're right.
You should have just kept quiet. Your plan was working perfectly until you started to come undone.
I don't know. I just need to feel something. I need to live sometimes. With you, there's no excitement, no ups and downs, nothing. It's just good old Dylan. Oh, here's Dylan. I guess we'll just have dinner and watch TV and go to bed. The thought of living like that for the rest of my life makes me want to kill myself.
We're in our late 30s. What more do you want? You can't go off partying and having affairs when you've got a young daughter at home? What kind of example is that for Haley? I think it's illegal as well.
Don't try to imprison me. I'm forever young at heart. I may be in my 30s, but I still have the itch to party sometimes. You're so damn nice. Nice and boring. You're stifling me.
I don't have time for this. Why did you leave Haley on her own for so long?
I just told you I need excitement, you old geezer. I'm like a bird in a cage. I need to spread my wings and live my life.
What right do you have to get angry? What you are saying makes no sense. What happens to your daughter when you feel the need to go out and let your hair down, huh? You think that she's old enough to look after herself? I hate to think what might have happened to her on the way to Reno.
I feel trapped. Looking after her is a full-time job and you're never around.
Because I'm working my full-time job making money for the family. I know it's tough and I'm grateful most of the time, but you need to make more of an effort. Take responsibility for your actions.
What are you talking about? You aren't even her real father.
I may not be her biological father, but I helped raise her and she is my daughter. At least I'm trying as hard as I can to be there for her, not disappearing on a bender for days at a time.
Don't act so damn high and mighty. Did you forget what I said?
About what? More of your lies?
Divorce. I'm serious. I'm done with you.
For Haley's sake, I agree with you. It's too dangerous being around you. Who knows when you might have the urge to disappear for a week again?
What? If you think you have any claim to custody, you'd better think again. Do you know how many judges find in favor of the non-biological father? Not a chance, buddy.
I'll fight you, damn it. She's better off with me. Deep down, you know it's the right thing to do. Haley living with you is just asking for trouble. I'm surprised the state hasn't come to take her away yet. If they only knew what you really got up to.
She's better off with Mike, her real father and her mother.
You just told me he'll be flipping burgers when his looks fade.
He's going into acting. You'll see. I'll be living the life of a Hollywood wife and you'll still be putting up highway billboards. Hey, wouldn't it be hilarious if you put up one of him one day? Action hero's face on the poster and loser ex-husband's company putting up the advertising. Oh, that's too good. Given the choice, Haley will choose to live with me over you any day of the week.
She is too young to choose, and don't you go making this more complicated than it needs to be. Do the right thing, Karen. You know she needs stability. That is something I can give her.
She's my daughter. Given the choice, she'll come live with me and her real father.
This discussion is pointless. I'll talk to Haley about it. She'll definitely have an opinion, and I want to respect it.
Jeez, if she means that much to you, I'll let you have her. All yours.
Really? You'd give her up? You really mean it?
Yeah, for $100,000. I'll sell the rights to you, just like a record deal or a movie. You pay me $100K and I'll drop any custody claim.
That's borderline insanity. You are proving my case. I'll gladly take her off your hands.
When you think about it, I'm still young. I can just have more kids. No problem. Wow, now that would be a plot twist. A real shot of adrenaline straight into the arm of my life.
I'm speechless. Let's let the court decide. I swear I'll protect Haley.
I'll send the divorce papers to you by express courier. Where are you? Have you booked a hotel near here? Fill out the forms and take them to City Hall as soon as you can. I can't wait to be free and start again. It'll be like the wild old days.
I'm sure your sponsor will have something to say about that.
You idiot. I was only doing that to keep you off my back. Just don't forget to hand in those divorce papers.
I will. We can talk about custody and other things next time we talk.
Hey, what's happening with the divorce papers? Did you hand them into City Hall?
I filled them in. I get custody of Haley, and we'll split the savings, okay?
Hot dog! 100K! You could at least have told me. I've been waiting for you to call or at least text.
I'm trying to get things done, but I'm away from work again, putting the finishing touches on the highway project.
Things have been flat out here too. Just gotta move on, will ya? I can't wait to be free of my boring old life.
Sorry to put the brakes on your happiness, but you haven't signed the papers. You've signed the front, but there are 2 more places that you need to sign. Without your signature, nothing is going to go forward.
I thought I had. Damn it!
I'm sending them back, okay? Look over them properly this time. I've highlighted where you need to sign.
What a drag. Can't you just copy my signature from the front page?
Oh, no way, that is illegal. I'm not being a part of that.
Okay, Mr. Straight and Boring.
I'll send them to the return address in the envelope. Are you still there?
Yeah, it's my Mike's house. I'll be here for a while, I think. Just until he lands a big part and we move to Beverly Hills, that's it.
Good, good. So you're there now?
I said yes. Can't you read?
No, just checking. The police should be there any moment.
What? What do you mean? The police? Who called the police?
I did, of course.
What the hell, Dylan? Why'd you go and do that for?
Now who's the idiot? You abandoned an 8-year-old for days on end. That's neglect, abandonment, failure to provide sustenance. The list goes on. Plus, you offered to give up your child for money.
You tricked me! You total scumbag. I'll get you for this.
That's rich. You tricked me for 8 long years.
I'm getting the hell out of here then. I still have time. They won't catch me. We'll run away like Bonnie and Clyde.
They've known where you were for a while. I called them this morning and explained the situation. This text was just the final confirmation of your position.
They're here. I can hear them. Call them off, Dylan. Tell them it was a mistake.
So you are there. Good. I wasn't sure if that was a fake address and it was just one more part of your plan to trick me.
Stalker.
Tell that to the police. It serves you right. I hope they charge you with everything they can.
That damn Mike has escaped out the window and down the road. That useless son of a
Mike is not on your side. He has never been.
What the hell are you talking about?
He's been working with us on the highway billboards. He's a hire from a local modeling agency. It's a total coincidence, but when you said he'd be on my billboards one day, I thought that you might have psychic powers. When you mentioned his name and that he was Haley's real father, I contacted him and I told him the whole truth. He's not the sharpest knife in the drawer, is he? I'm glad Haley didn't inherit any of that gray matter.
You know him?
Yep, he's a nice enough guy. I can see why you would like him. Great hair. But he's too nice for you. Sounds like he's been another innocent victim in the path of Hurricane Karen.
You gotta help me. Call them off. I don't need the 100K. You can have her. Free of charge. I don't want her. I never did. Just call the cops and tell them to leave me alone.
And Haley never wants to see you again.
What? Why? I'm a mother.
She's scared of you. She's lost all trust in you. Not that she ever had much. She said that for as long as she can remember, you've been going out and leaving her alone.
That little punk. I've been sacrificing my time and youth on her and all she does is complain.
Anyway, I'll be asking for full custody. We need to agree on another few details, but that is the main one. I get Haley. I'll be solely responsible for her care and upbringing. You relinquish all rights as a parent.
That's not right. You can't take her away from me. She's my daughter.
If you have a problem with it, you're welcome to contest my claim. You don't have a legal foot to stand on, but hey, go ahead. With the historical evidence and the stuff that you've written here in these texts, even Johnny Cochran and Robert Kardashian wouldn't be able to help you.
Don't take her away. She's gonna be a model or a famous singer. She was my ticket out of this prison.
Really? So if it wasn't a quick 100K from selling custody, the long-term play was to sell her as a model or singer? Just as well, I'll be sending her to a private school where they'll nurture her brain instead of her looks.
They're smashing down the door.
Why are you still texting me? Let's just calm down a bit, okay? Level heads are what's called for here. Take a deep breath. Isn't that what you always say? Don't resist arrest. You don't want to add another felony to the list.
I'm scared. Dylan, I'm too pretty to go to prison. Help me. Remember the good times we had, the three of us. We were a happy little family. It was paradise. Help me.
Now Haley and I will be a happy of two. You're toxic, Karen. You shouldn't be allowed to have children. Soon we'll be divorced and you will no longer be something I have to worry about.
You ungrateful jerk. To think of the years I wasted pretending to love you. This is the thanks you get. Did you really think a woman like me would love someone as ugly as you? You're pathetic, a loser, a joke. I hope you rot in hell. Dylan, are you just gonna cast me aside? You'll never find another woman as beautiful as me. You'll be on your own forever. Don't leave me alone. Dylan!
Listen to yourself. Don't leave me alone. Now do you finally realize how Haley must have felt? It's not a nice feeling, is it? Being left alone. Then think about how it must have felt for an 8-year-old when her mother didn't come home for days and she knew her father was out of town.
The cops are about to smash the door down. Dylan, you're all I have left. Help me!
Maybe the judge will take pity on you. Or maybe time off for good behavior.
They've kicked the door in. I'll do anything you want. Help me! Raising a daughter on your own will be tough. I'll be there for you. I'll help. I'll do all the cooking and cleaning. I'll wait on you and Haley hand and foot. I promise!
Karen received a 3-year sentence and was also made to pay $30,000 towards Haley's education and welfare. She lost her husband, her daughter, and even her model boyfriend. Friends and family who heard about how she tried to sell custody of Haley all blocked her phone number and refused to let her in their houses when she came begging. When she got out of prison, she could only find minimum wage jobs that most people didn't want to do. The good looks that had been her free pass through most of her life up until then faded away and were replaced by a hardened and tired-looking old expression. Apparently, I haven't seen or heard from her since the day the police broke down her door and took her away. I took all the money from the court settlement and invested it in Haley's future. It'll be a nice surprise when she gets older. As for Haley's biological father, Mike, I'll let Haley decide what she wants to do about that when she's older. Right now, we are enjoying our safe and probably boring little lives. Yeah, I guess it may look boring to some, but it's just the way that we like it. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Feel free to leave a comment. Goodbye.
Hi, sis. Long time no chat, huh? How have you been? How's your business? I always thought Angela's aviary was such a catchy name.
What do you want, Melissa?
Well, that's not the response I was hoping for. Hello? Hey, your little sis gets in touch for the first time in what seems like ages, and that's all you can say? Kinda cold, innit?
What did you expect? Unbridled elation and tears of happiness? What do you want? And I know you didn't just suddenly start missing me. Just tell me. Did someone die?
What? No, not that I know of. I just thought I'd say hello. So, hello. What's strange about a girl reaching out to her big sis? It's nothing out of the ordinary.
It is. Ah, damn it. Did you forget what a mess you created 5 years ago? 'Cause I haven't. I never will. And neither will anybody else. You wreaked havoc on our family. No one has forgiven you.
Oh, come on, sis. Take the gloves off for a minute. That was 5 years ago. I just wanted to have a nice, calm chat. Is that too much to ask? Blood is thicker than water. Water under the bridge.
As usual, you seem to be forgetting the fact that you are the reason for all this. You ignored all my messages, even though you clearly read them. Look, Melissa, I don't have the time or desire to talk about this. If you don't have anything to say, please leave me alone.
I couldn't answer you. After what happened, after what I did, I wrote to you so many times, but I just couldn't bring myself to send it. I'm sorry for what I did. Stealing Conrad from you was a horrible thing to do.
You think? It's a pity you didn't think that 5 years ago when I was supposed to marry him. Seriously, what do you want? To make amends? You can't just say sorry and make everything all right. You think that's going to give me my life back?
I'm sorry.
Sorry? You ran away with him when I was pregnant. Do you know what that did to me? You have no idea, do you?
I am sorry. But the heart wants what the heart wants. I couldn't resist him.
That's a load of crap and you know it. You wanted him because he was married to me. You couldn't stand to see me happy. And when I told you we were going to have a baby, you hatched your plot to ruin my happiness. Oh, don't get me wrong. I'll never forget that cheating scumbag either. But to deliberately and methodically steal your own sister's husband? You are the lowest of the low. The family has never been the same. You ruined everyone's lives. And not just our family. Conrad's family's lives, too.
I wanted to apologize. That was my plan. To make amends to you when everything had calmed down.
You vanished without a trace for 5 years and that's all you can say? I was so mad with you, I didn't tell anyone that you were reading my text messages. When they asked what had happened to you, I played dumb. You blocked everyone else. Even Mom and Dad. But you kept my number. I imagined the life you two were living. You only ever read my texts after midnight, so I imagined you were working until late at night at a diner. But you know what? I just gave up caring. I wasn't going to let you control my life from wherever you were. What the hell do you want? Tell me or I'll block you once and for all. I don't know why I didn't do it sooner.
I wanted to apologize. If you want him back, he's all yours.
What? Didn't you get married?
Yeah, we did. But things didn't work out. We soon found we have nothing in common. Then we just fought all the time. Luckily, we didn't have kids to complicate things. So, we got divorced last year. I didn't know whether I should tell you or not. He's not in the picture anymore. So, I was wondering if we could,
What?
be sisters again. And I need to ask you something.
Here it comes. I knew you didn't just want to reach out. What could you possibly ask of me? You took everything.
I need a kidney.
Just like that? I need a kidney. Wow. Go to hell.
I've been diagnosed with kidney failure. Non-diabetic. Looking back, I had all the symptoms. I just never put 2 and 2 together. I just put it down to the stress of modern life. Angela? By the time I finally went to the hospital, it was too late to do anything. If I don't have a transplant, I'll have to spend the rest of my life in and out of dialysis. Even then, the average life expectancy is about another 3 years.
Did you tell Mom and Dad?
No. I haven't talked to them for 5 years. They don't want to have anything to do with me ever again.
Yep. They were so angry, you wouldn't have thought they were the same two people. It's how I felt, too.
Yeah, but their daughter's life is at stake. Your sister. You can't just ignore me. Please, Angela. I don't have much time. I can't bear to go to the bathroom for fear that I accidentally see the blood. I'm scared, sis. Won't you help me? Your only sister? You wouldn't want me to die, would you?
You think it's that easy? How do you know I won't refuse and let your cheating ass die?
Because I know you. You were always the kind one. Hey, sis. I remember that pigeon you found with the broken wing. You nursed it back to health. That's when you knew you wanted to be a vet, right? You were always the one to look after a family member if they were sick. I remember you biked all the way to see Grandma Phyllis when she was sick. You made her chicken soup all by yourself. I know you have a kind heart. You'll do the right thing. You wouldn't let your little sister die, would you? I divorced Conrad. He's all yours. Can we put the past behind us? Can we? What do you say, sis?
What is he's all yours supposed to mean? Have you talked to him about it?
Yes, of course. He wants to meet up with you. He realizes you're the one he's supposed to be with. He feels terrible. So, how about that kidney? You'd literally be saving my life. I don't have much longer to go.
Give me some time to think about it. It's not something I can just decide on the spot. It's not every day someone asks for a kidney.
Please don't take too long. I'll make it up to you, sis. I promise. I'm too young to die. Do me this favor and I'll be fine in no time.
My name is Angela Macaulay. I'm 36. I have one child. My sister Melissa and I haven't spoken in 5 years. As kids, we fought a lot. She was always so selfish and took all my toys. As we got older, she would always take my clothes. I should have known she's never grown out of that sort of thing. But I never imagined that it would extend as far as my husband. I was 7 months pregnant when my husband, Conrad, just suddenly ran off with her. He left divorce papers and a farewell letter, and that was it. I never saw him again. I was absolutely dumbfounded. My parents were furious. Conrad's parents apologized until they were blue in the face. They sent gifts for the baby and even offered to pay for a live-in nanny. I was numb to it all. Nothing registered. My parents were so worried they had me admitted to hospital for observation. When the baby came, I finally snapped out of it. I had to. I wasn't alone anymore. I raised my daughter on my own. It was tough, but I managed to slowly put my life back together and start my own business. Things had returned to a kind of normalcy. My daughter adjusted well to her kindergarten, and my business, Angela's Aviary, is doing well. I'm a vet, so I do contract work with local zoos and pet shops. Then my little sister contacted me out of the blue and told me she'll give my husband back if I donate a kidney. What am I supposed to do? I had been putting off giving her an answer, but I'd made up my mind. Then my ex-husband Conrad messaged me. Hi, Angie. How have you been? I was fine until I saw this message. Now I feel terrible. What do you want? Don't be like that, Angie. It's been 5 years and not a day goes by that I don't regret what happened. I'm really sorry. I messed up big time. What, you think I'm just going to forget and forgive? You aren't going to get away with it that easily. I didn't think I'd ever hear from you two cheating scumbags again. Life was finally going well until you both started pestering me. Just leave me alone, will ya? Back then, I was terrified of becoming a father. You seemed to be so prepared, so confident it would all go well. I couldn't take the pressure. Give me a break. How do you think I felt? I was the one who gave birth. All you had to do was be there. The one time I needed you to be there, you ran away. With my horrible little sister. I'd never done it before. I didn't know what to do. It's not that out of the ordinary for first-time fathers to freak out. Freak out? Being nervous is one thing. Running away with your wife's sister is a whole different level of scum. I lost my head. She bewitched me. I couldn't think straight. I didn't know what I was doing. Bewitched you into signing divorce papers? Conrad, I haven't heard from you in 5 years. I'm over it. I just want to get on with my life. You two need to do the same, in whatever shape or form that takes. I'm sorry. I hurt you badly and I deeply regret it. I'm not the same person I was 5 years ago. I want you back. I'll make it up to you, I promise. I'll be a great father. I'll be father of the year. You want me back? You mean you want to be married again? Yes, I've made the biggest mistake of my life. I just want you back.
But you wanted to be with Melissa. You didn't seem to give it much thought. You just up and left. Nobody knew where you were.
That was just a stupid impulse. It was the dumbest thing I've ever done. I regret it. I want to make things right for you and the baby.
She's 4. She's not a baby. She goes to kindergarten and speaks. You've missed her growing up.
You're the only woman for me. I realize that now. I've been an idiot.
That letter you wrote me was pretty clear. You laid out the reasons you were leaving. I wasn't left wondering why you left. I just didn't know where you had gone. You wrote that you'd lost interest in me as a woman, that I wasn't appealing to you anymore. You even wrote that you were embarrassed to be seen with me in public. I lost all confidence.
No, your sister made me write that. That's not how I really felt. I didn't want to write anything, I swear. I couldn't have come up with that level of nastiness all by myself.
So you didn't mean any of it? My sister forced you to write it. Is that your story?
It's not a story, it's the truth. She's not right in the head, your sister. She's crazy.
I could have told you that.
2 years ago, she accused some construction site workers of looking at her as she walked past. Looking at her! She made me accompany her to the site while she screamed at them for sexual harassment. Then that night she started to regret it and baked them a big basket of muffins to say sorry. She took it over there first thing in the morning. What same person does that?
Where was this?
Pittsburgh.
2 years ago in Pittsburgh?
Yeah, why?
Just something I remember reading about a poisoning. I'm sure it has nothing to do with Melissa.
I wouldn't put it past her. She's insane. Seriously, she's pathological. I had to get away from her for my own safety.
So all that stuff you wrote, all those hurtful things, they were what you really felt?
No, I was forced to do it. She has a way of getting under your skin. Once she has something on you, you can't escape her. She used every cent I earned, and if there is anything, any little thing she doesn't like or doesn't go her way, she goes totally crazy. I replaced all the plates with outdoor plastic ones because she kept throwing the china ones at me.
She was always like that, even when we were little kids.
She kept that psycho side hidden for the first little while, but it reared its ugly head as soon as we were married.
When things didn't go her way, she'd lash out at whoever was closest. Once we were sitting on the sofa watching TV and eating ice cream. I changed the channel and she smashed her ice cream bowl over my head and stabbed me in the leg with her spoon.
Maybe it's karma, I don't know. But her kidneys are shot. If she doesn't get a transplant, she won't live more than a few more years. I'm inclined to let her die, but I'm not a compatible match anyway, so I don't have to make that choice. Now she has even more reason to play the victim. She's using her kidneys as an excuse to be even more atrocious to people. She just lies in that hospital bed barking orders.
What kind of orders?
Visit me every day. Bring dessert. She's too embarrassed to have the nurses empty her bedpan, so I have to do it. All she eats is beef jerky and cake. It makes me sick every time. She treats me like a slave.
She's the most selfish person you'll ever meet.
And I'm broke. I've spent everything I had on her medical bills. I don't have a cent left. I'm living paycheck to paycheck. She refused to share a ward with the other renal patients, but a private room is so expensive. I don't even have enough money for dinner some nights.
That sounds tough. Any other person, and perhaps you, could talk some sense into her. Reason with her. But I know my sister. She won't give a damn that you aren't eating. She only cares about herself. You'd be better off just leaving her. She'll never change and only drag you down with her. Then, when you really have nothing left, she'll throw you away. I saw her do it in high school to a long line of boyfriends. She'll have lined up a young doctor or nurse for her next source of funding already, no doubt.
You obviously haven't seen her lately. She's as big as a whale, and the diabetes gave her gangrene in most of her right foot. It was amputated a while back. She's not catching any young doctors in that revolting web.
She told me her kidney failure wasn't due to diabetes.
Yeah, right. She drinks so much soda and eats so much cake you'd think she was sponsored by Murphy's Cola or something.
Just leave her. She'll make you regret staying.
So take me back, Angela. We'll have our little family. Just the three of us.
You seem like you really want out of that toxic relationship with Melissa. It might be good to have you around again. And Sonia needs a father.
Sonia. I didn't even know if the baby was a boy or girl.
Yeah, it might be good.
Really? Do you mean it?
But I'm not just letting you back in that easily. You betrayed me once, and I won't allow it again. I'll need to think about it. And you'll need to live up to a few expectations before I even consider it.
I'll do whatever it takes. What are the conditions? I know I can do it. You'll see. I'll do anything to be back with you and little Sonia.
All right, I'll let you know. See if you can meet my requirements. Just what the hell is going on, Angela? What crap have you been feeding Conrad?
There's no need to get so angry.
What? There damn well is every need to get angry. He went home and packed up his things. Then he put all my clothes, shoes, and accessories up for auction and sold the lot.
Oh. I wonder why he did that. And why are you getting angry with me?
Because he sold it all and gave the money to you. That's what he said anyway. What's going on? Don't play dumb with me. I know you were behind this. He said it was part of the list of things he had to do before you took him back.
That's what he said? What a big mouth. That mouth of his.
Who cares? Just answer my question. Why would he do something like that? Did you really put him up to it?
It's not obvious. It's for the alimony money you both owe me for cheating. I'm not sure that your garbage will be equivalent to 5 years of payments, but we'll see.
What the? You just wait a goddamn minute.
Normally, I would have done a lot worse. But as you are incapacitated, this was the best option.
Hit me when I'm down, eh? A surprise attack while I'm in hospital fighting for my life? That's a dirty game you're playing, sis. Mark my words.
What you did to me wasn't a nasty surprise. I don't think I can really hold a candle to your level of nasty.
You'll pay for this. When I'm better, I'm getting back every last cent.
Where are you getting the kidney from? You ain't having one of mine, that's for sure.
You what? But...
I never said anything about giving you a kidney. It ain't happening. I never even gave it a moment of thought. It's totally out of the question. I read somewhere that they throw away about 3,500 kidneys every year. Perhaps you could ask for one of those ones?
Wait a minute! I gave Conrad back! We had a deal!
There was no deal. You said you'd give him back, but what on earth made you think I wanted him back? What a ludicrous idea!
But you still love him, don't you? He still loves you, that's for sure.
Still love him? You're kidding, right? The minute he eloped with you, all the love I ever had for him and for you turned to loathing.
If that's the case, why are you contacting him? Huh? I should have blocked you on his phone. That weak and pathetic little man. I knew I couldn't trust him.
Well, he needs to pay alimony and child support. But I didn't contact him. I thought about hiring a private investigator to look for you guys, but then you both contacted me out of the blue. It saved me a lot of time and money.
If you don't have any unfinished business with him, why were you looking for him?
Did you not read what I just wrote? Alimony. Child support.
You should have just left him alone.
That's not going to happen now. I've already contacted my lawyer.
Don't you feel dishonest tricking him? He may be your cheating ex-husband, but he seems to genuinely want to get back together with you.
I never said a word about reconciliation. I said I'd think about it. That part is true.
But I didn't say we would. There's a big difference. Stop being so unreasonable! Just take him back! I'm sick of him! It doesn't matter what you say. Your opinion means even less than his. I'm done being trod on by you two. You guys can fight between yourselves all you like. I'm busy, so please stop contacting me. Wait a minute! Angela! You never had any intention of giving me a kidney? Of course not. After what you did? I may be kind, gullible, and far too trusting, but I'm not stupid. I'm not going to give you a part of my body. Do you know what will happen? I'll die without a donor kidney. I don't have much longer to live. You wouldn't let me die, would you? What's your life worth? I hope you are reborn as a nice person. You've caused enough suffering in this life. Why are you being so cold? I'm your sister. You aren't really going to leave me to die, are you? You have the power to save me. Angela! Don't abandon me. Angela, please. You are the one who betrayed me in the first place. You and that wretched ex-husband of mine. You both plotted this, and now you'll have to face the consequences, whether you are together or alone. I'm under absolutely no obligation to help you. I demanded a lump sum payment for alimony and child support. At first, Conrad swore and tried to put up a fight, but when I suggested we settle it in court, he soon calmed down. I told Melissa I wouldn't give her a kidney, but the more I thought about it, the more it ate away at my conscience. I had to cut all ties to her for what she did, but we were sisters after all. I didn't want her to die, especially when I could be the one to save her. When I finally got the money from Conrad, I decided I would give Melissa one of my kidneys. But in another twist to this story, I wasn't a compatible match. So all the bitter back and forth between us was for nothing. She wanted to get rid of Conrad from the start, and she just used her health as a convenient means to do it. I never wanted him back, and, at least at first, had no intention of ever giving her a kidney. When Melissa found out about our incompatibility, she packed her things and walked out of the hospital. Nobody, not even Conrad, knows where she went. I don't know if she got that transplant or even if she's alive or dead. As for Conrad, he found himself caught in a mountain of debt. He stopped taking care of himself and goes to work looking like a homeless man. I've heard he's on the lookout for a new wife, but dressed like that? A mountain of debt? Plus 2 failed marriages? I don't think he has a snowflake's chance in hell of finding a woman like that. And as for me, I married a lovely guy from Nebraska. Even though he and Sonia aren't connected by blood, he treats her like his own daughter. I had a son 2 years after marrying, and we are now a happy little family of 4. I hope you all find happiness. The right one is out there for you. It took a horrible experience with Mr. Wrong before I finally found Mr. Right. Good luck, everyone! Thanks for watching! Don't forget to like and subscribe. Feel free to leave a comment. Bye!